Hi guys, my name is Marlena Foot. Some of you might know me from Instagram, but if you don't and are watching me for the first time, my name is Marlena Foot. And the reason I am going to be making these videos is because I am going through my journey with breast augmentation. Obviously, it's not something that I have gotten done yet, but it's something that I have scheduled to do on the calendar in a couple weeks, which I'm so excited. And I just wanted to make a video to share my personal experience and my reviews on it in order to help other women who are thinking about going through the process. I know that when I knew breast augmentation was something that I wanted to go through with, I went on the computer and I watched videos, and it was so nice to hear and watch people's experience through their journey with breast augmentation. The more personal experiences you can get to me, the better, because it gives you a better idea of what people think and can help you make a informed decision. Anyways, so my name is Marlena Foot, and this first video is going to be about me and about a little bit about why I decided to get breast augmentation. And my next video will be about consultations, but today this video is going to be about me and about why I decided to get breast augmentation. So I'll start off by saying I am 27 years old. I am 5'7". I kind of look short on this webcam, but I am pretty tall. I'm 5'7". I'm 130 pounds. And I will say that I was not always 130 pounds. Growing up, I was very, very, very thin. I was in college, and I remember being anywhere between 100 and 110 pounds. Very thin. So thin to the point that people labeled me as being anorexic, which hurt my feelings tremendously, by the way. But that is so far from the truth, and if you know me personally and you are close to me, you know that it's so far from the truth, and I eat like a gigantic hippo. Seriously, like a hippo. It's not even funny. But I am an ectomorph, and most people will say that they're so jealous of the fact that I can eat whatever I want and not gain weight. I am so not jealous of myself. It's extremely difficult to gain muscle when you're an ectomorph, and I aesthetically aspire to be very muscular. I'm working very hard to attain a muscular physique. So with that being said, growing up being very, very thin, I was very small up top. I was a late bloomer. I didn't menstruate until I was 16 years old. Sorry if that's too TMI for people, but I remember thinking, okay, when I get my period, I'm going to develop like my other friends. Well, that happened. I got my period, but I didn't develop up top. And then I remember thinking, okay, well, when I get in college, most people gain weight. I'm going to gain some weight, and maybe I'll gain something up here. Got in college, didn't gain any weight, and of course didn't gain anything up here. Then when I was 25 years old, I became pregnant for the first time. Yes, I am a mom. My son is now 2. But when I became pregnant for the first time, I was 110 pounds, and I was talking to other moms, and they said that their breasts doubled, sometimes tripled in size, and stayed that way. Obviously, they didn't stay the biggest that they were when they were in pregnancy, but remained fairly large even after they had their baby. So I was so excited, thinking that my boobs would grow and they'd get bigger, and I'd go maybe to a B cup, and I'd be okay with that. But nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. I gained 60 pounds, people. 60 pounds. And pretty much all of that was fat, by the way. And I hardly gained any weight up here. Like, I'm talking maybe a pound, which is so disappointing. And I remember thinking then, after I had my son, that I was going to get breast augmentation. I mean, I thought about it growing up, like when I was in high school and college, and seeing, celebrities get boob jobs and thinking, oh, that'd be cool to do someday. But I wasn't serious about it. I knew it's something that obviously I wasn't going to do at that age. I didn't have the money. I was way too young. It wasn't something that should have been a priority of mine. So congrats to Marlena for being smart back then. But I started seriously thinking about it after I had my son. I knew I didn't want to get it done when he was born and he needed me the most. I didn't think that that would be fair, and I didn't have the financial backing to do something like that as well. I knew that it was going to be an expensive surgery, and I didn't want to spend all my money on a pair of boobs when I just had a baby. But as time went on, and I started to get financially more stable, my son started to get older, I started really thinking about breast augmentation. And it really hit me one day when I was at the gym, and I remember being in a sports bra and I was doing chest exercises, and I just felt so terrible about myself looking in the mirror. And I'm a pretty confident person now that I have gained some weight, and I'm very confident about my body and my curves. But the one thing that holds me back from like really feeling like a woman is my boobs. And I'm not saying that people that don't have boobs don't look like women. I am not saying that. This is my own personal thoughts and my own issues with myself and the way I see myself. So I started seriously thinking about it probably 6 months ago. Like, started to do heavy research online and talk around with other people about it. Now, this is something that is very serious. It's not something that you should one day say, yeah, I want some boobs and get it done. It's something that you should definitely 100% be thinking about. To me, it's something that also it's something that you should really need. Like, if you already have big boobs and they're nice, there really is no need to like go get a boob job, in my opinion. But me and my personal opinion is it's obvious something that I'm lacking. Like, the keyword being obvious here. Like I said, I'm 130 pounds and I've got all these curves and I don't have anything right here, and it's something that really bothers me. So this is why I decided to go through with breast augmentation. And it's something that I've thought about for a long time, and something that has bothered me for many years. I remember being like 110 pounds, and people would say, does your weight bother you? And I would think, my weight doesn't really bother me, but my boobs do. Like, that really bothers me. That I just feel like I don't look like a woman, and because it's hard when you're so thin, and not only are you thin, but you don't have anything up here. You just, to me, you just don't feel. I didn't feel womanly, and it's something that I wanted to change. So luckily, there's this thing called a boob job that you can change and get boobs, and this is why I'm going through with it. And I hope I don't offend anybody. I hope people don't think that I'm not secure with myself and I'm just this extremely insecure human being, because it's not. Is it something that I can live without? Yes, I could obviously live without not having boobs. But it's nice to know that if I want to go out and I want to get boobs, which I've decided to do, I can. And that's what I decided to do. Oh, and that reminds me, I made this video because I obviously made a blog. I don't know if many of you know about it, but I made a blog. It's myboobjobreview.blogspot.com. It's from Blogger. I made it from the Blogger blog. That's hard to say. But I didn't want to post pictures of my boobs. I just didn't really feel comfortable doing that. I feel comfortable talking about the experience, but I don't feel comfortable like showing up close pictures of my boobs. I'm a mom and I try to keep it as classy as possible. And I just wanted to show people my body in my proportions, because I know it's hard to visualize somebody from a blog. And I know people who are watching this obviously have seen me all the time on my Instagram post pictures. But like, pictures are kind of deceiving because you can look bigger in pictures, you can look smaller in pictures. don't always give the best representation of what you look like in person. So now obviously you can see what I look like. You can see the proportions of my body. You can see the real me. This is not Photoshop. This is not edited. This is raw. This is real Marlena. And you can see what I look like. And I wanted to make this video so you could see exactly how small I am up top. I'm not wearing a bra, by the way. This is how small I am. This is the real deal. And I wanted to continue to make videos when I get the surgery, and you guys can see my end result and see the size of my breasts after I get the surgery. I will talk about more in depth my sizing and what exactly I'm going to get done for the surgery in my next video and my consultations. But right now, currently, I am a 34A, very, very, very small, and I am going to go up to a D. And I wanted to make this video because most people who probably read the blog are like, holy crap, she's going to look like Heidi Montag. No, as you can see, I am a pretty solid girl. I'm 130 pounds. I'm not skinny mini Marlene like I used to be. And I personally think that I can carry a size D. Yes, they're going to be large, but I don't think I'm going to look like I'm all boobs. I think with my hips and all the rest of my curves, it's really going to come together nice. So, that's the end of the video. I think I pretty much covered everything without boring you guys. I talked about me, I talked about why I wanted breast augmentation, and either tomorrow or in a couple of days I will post a video talking about my consultations, and which will cover the cost, what I'm getting, and all that good stuff.